Alright, we have a crap ton of characters to get through, so real quick, let me just explain. 1. Only using a single sentence is more of a guideline than a hard rule. I will probably use multiple sentences. 2. I cannot explain every single intricacy I have about a character in just a sentence, so if I put a character in like S for what is seemingly a stupid reason, probably just couldn't explain it. 3. Fire Emblem is like Pokemon, where every single character is someone's favorite and someone's least favorite. If I put someone you hate in S, you have people who think like you. If I put someone you love in F, you have people who think like you. I'm just a man who decided to do this crazy idea because I do not fear God and the consequences of my actions. Alright, let's just get started then. Marth! Starting the series off on a very high note. Put him in A. Frey! I don't really remember anything else about him except for the fact that he dies in Shadow Dragon, except he doesn't. C? Abel! He's a dude. I'll put him in C+. Kane! Certifiably also a dude. Yeah, C+. Jagan! Shit-talking Lang will get you very far. Put him in B+. Gordon! Boy. Draug! I mean, he takes Jagan's place if Jagan's dead in Shadow Dragon, and that's kind of cool. We'll put him in C+. Norn! I don't remember anything about you either. We're gonna put you in C. Arcanea's gonna be rough. Sita! I love that girl. But do I A+ love her? No, the question is, I should have had Marth in A+. We'll go with that. Love them both. Reese, a humble curate. Why did Fire Emblem Heroes fans make you a pedophile? We'll put you in C+. Because of the hair joke in New Mysteries, kind of funny. Agma! Cool dude, cool backstory. We'll put him in B+. Barst! Woodcutter. Board! Woodcutter. Cord! Woodcutter. I got nothing to add to them. Castor! I guess also C. This is gonna be a trend with Arcanea, isn't it? None of them are bad, but none of them are, He Became Sale is interesting and funny, but Doros himself is not. Julian, having a lot of personality and really fun. I'll put him in A. Lena, does her job, C+. Navarre, the original Owl the Edge, does a decent job at it. Merrick, original Mage Boy, I also think he does a decent job. Mathis is funny, which elevates him past not having a character, really. Hardin, I absolutely love me some villains. Put that man in S tier. Wolf, he's pretty good. No, put him in A. B+, probably. Sedgar, does the job. Roshea does the job, but I think a little better. Violin, I don't even know your name, like, really much about you. Wendell, I'll put that old man in B, because he's kind of cool. Rickard, you exist. Athena, you exist. Probably the least good of the exclusive characters for Shadow Dragon. Good old Bon, put him in B. Cool old man, nice grandpa figure. Caesar, you exist. Rad, you exist. Roger is silly, and that puts him in C+. It makes him stand out more against the others. George, neat backstory, uninteresting otherwise. Maria, kind of just the Macedon sibling that's the most there. Minerva, queen shit, love her character. Still don't know if her abdicating the throne is a, like, cool thing or a bad thing. I have complicated feelings on that, but I'll put her in A+. Linde! About the same as Merrick, cool mage. Jake from State Farm. I can't say Jake without saying that. C+, I guess. Had a funny conversation in Shadow Dragon. Medea, really underrated. Shit-talking Hardin is cool. Her introduction in Shadow Dragon is cool. I'm gonna put her in A. Dolph, funny FE1 design, nothing much past that. Marcellin, Funny FE1 design, not much past that. Thomas exists. Boa. It's very funny to blame all of FE3's events on you, so I'll put you in C+. Horus. Goat. Absolutely love what he adds to the concept of Arcanea. Cool. Beck. What a loser. Astram. Cute relationship with Medea puts him as a bit more memorable. I'll put him in B. Paula. I like her. Put her in A. Mother figures, nice, easily charming, and likable, absolutely breaks FE3. Katria. I don't actually think she's an S+, but if I don't put her there, my buddy Andrew will kill me, and I know better than to incur the wrath of a man from Philadelphia. I'm just fucking with you. I'll put her in B+. Stern, serious, to the point, likable. Iran! Really fucking good. In fact, no, he's not going to be the first S+, but he is really good. Actually committed genocide. Not genocide, more of a mass murder. All the war crimes jokes about Fire Emblem characters, Iran's the one that actually did it, and he's cool for that. Samson! He's not as cool as Iran, but his relationship with, Sheena is cute, so give him B+. Zane! Silly little guy who is actually super cool and interesting. I'll put him in A. Etzel! A fantastic addition to Shadow Dragon's cast. Not quite as impactless as Athena, not quite as impactful as Iran. I'll put him in B. Est! Was completely fine until New Mystery gave her a support with Abel, where Abel was too likable. I'll put her in D. Tiki! The original child soldier, and does a pretty good job at it. I'll put her in A. Lorenz! Fucking amazing, I'm gonna put him in A. Why did he explode in FE3? Ymir! You are never going to be able to Google Fire Emblem Ymir after Heroes added a Ymir OC, but he's pretty good. I don't think he's as good as Etzel, though, so I'll put him in C+. Elise! Very cool, very kind, very graceful, put her in B. Nagi! You exist as a gameplay failsafe before you exist as a character. I'm putting you in C. Gateau! Like Nagi, but actually a little bit more interesting. I'm gonna put him in B. Alright, New Mystery. Chris, you do nothing but make Marth worse. Put you in E. Luke. I don't like womanizer characters. Put you in E+. Roderick. You exist. Put you in C. Cecil, I think her name is? C+. Got a bit of spunk. A bit more memorable than the others. I do not remember the name of Gordon's brother. I'm gonna put him in C. I don't remember your name. At all. Damn. Marisha. Kind of annoying. Warren. Who remembers that you even exist? Why do you exist? Any other? Oh, Yamina. Got a bit of spunk. I'll put her in C. Yabello, awfully meek, but I'll put him in C as well with his sister. Definitely not Camus in any way at all. No. Excuse me, no way, no how. A or A+. I'll put him in A+. Definitely not Camus, guys. An original OC, do not steal. Samto! He's got a good connection to Ogma, and his concept's cool. I'll give him C+. Anyone else from New Miss? Fina! For the first dancer in the series, likable, charming, nothing bad, nothing amazing. Anyone else from New Mystery that's unique? Oh, Arlen! Delightfully petty. I'll put him in B. Dice! Makalov light. But he isn't quite as enjoyably scummy as Makalov. He's kind of just scummy, so I'll put him in D+. Malice! Easily sympathetic, because she has to deal with her father. I'll put her in C+. Maybe B. I'll give her B. Anyone else here from... Ah, yes! The fuck was your name? Ledin? Leadin? C, I don't remember shit about you. Belf! The man, the myth, the legend, a very good addition from BSFE to FE12. Put him in B+. I think your name is Robert? You're the BSFE characters that aren't Belf. I'm gonna put you right there. Anyone else? Oh, Katarina! Not terrible. The whole subplot with her adds something to Arcanea that wasn't there before in a nice way. Frost! Don't remember shit about you. Sheena! She's likable. Sucks that she has to be Joel's daughter. Put her in B. Now, I think that's every new character for New Mystery. Oh! Do the fucking sisters real... Well, the only new one is Nina. Oh, Michaelis. I don't like that FE12 makes you playable, but you're really cool in FE3 and FE12 outside of being playable. I'll put you in A. A+? I'll put him in A+. That's a bit more... I'm a bit more fringe on that one. Nina, very underrated character because she's not really playable in any real capacity. Because the FE12 maidens are just not really playable. But they're there, or FE3 I should say. But she's good. B+, actually. I'll put him in B+. Really good. Alright. Given one more skim over... I think that's all in Arcanea that's unique? Yeah. Mostly pretty good. Very few outliers. And even then, it's mostly FE12 that did that. Alright. Onward to Echoes. Alm. His personality's likable. I don't like him as a main character. Rita supports, good. Without him, Celica. I totally jumped way too far. Gray. Really likable, really endearing. Can be a little bit of a shithead to Alm and Tobin, but in like a friendly way. Love him. Good guy. Tobin! Just a good friend character, does his job supporting cast really well. These two are great. I like them both. Cliff! He suffers from not being a required recruit, so he's not in as many scenes, but he's likable. Likable. Faye! What the fuck were they thinking with you? Lucas! Has a few raw as fuck lines, enjoyably stoic. I'm gonna give that man a B+. Silk! Really suffers from having one of her supports with Faye. C+, though. Clive! People are just jealous that he bagged Matilda and you didn't. He's a good character, put him in A. Claire! Likeable, enjoyable, give her a B. Luthier! God, do I love that man. A+, you sympathize with him, you empathize with him, you like him. Love that fucking nerd. Delthea? Falls under, is a brat, but for completely understandable reasons. I'll give her a B. Python! This man is a dick. Parentheses, affectionate. There's not much point doing Z, because I already did, definitely not Camus. Forsyth! This man has a stick up his ass, and I like that. Give him B. Matilda! Likeable, charming, give her B+. And B, give her B. Tatiana! Enjoyable, doesn't have too much of a character outside I Love My Husband, but her and Zeke are cute, so I think that's enough. And she has a bit of an airhead personality, I'm not selling her short. Mycin! The Gilf Squad continues to be really good. Celica! That'll be our first S+. Absolutely amazing lord. Anyone who says she shouldn't have trusted Jeddah can trust my dick when I shove it in your mouth. That was a little too harsh, I'm sorry. I will kill you if you hate Celica, though. May! Spunky, likable, energetic. Give her B+. Bowie, the straight man to balance out May's more energetic side, and that's good. Give him B+. Jenny, I never remember if it's a hard G or a soft G. You get the job done okay. Saber, we love ourselves a drunken mess. Put him in B+. Valbar! Why the fuck were you on the cover of Gaiden? Doesn't matter, you're cool as crap. I just said Gaiden instead of Gaiden. The wizard taught me nothing. Leon! Now that is a good man. I love me some Leon. God bless. He handles so many things incredibly well, and is a respectful gay man in a Japanese RPG, which is sadly very rare. Kamui! I don't remember too much about you other than the Necro Dragon bit, but that was funny, so I'll give you C+. The White Wings I already did. Sonya! You know what? Games need more women who are just spiteful bitches, and that's okay. Not every character has to be completely likable. Conrad, you do nothing but make Celica worse and more helpless than she already is. How do you make a Gaiden remake more sexist by existing? How do you pull that off? Atlas! Alright, does he do anything? He has brothers. He has brothers. Jesse! I don't like womanizer characters, but your only supports are with gruff men, which is actually really funny. Speaking of gruff men, Dean! You have an alright backstory, but you have to read a book to see it, and that's kind of a problem. Noma! Fun-loving old man, I can get behind that. Is that all of Echoes? That was all of Echoes! Small cast, mostly all really good in my opinion. Even like, it's, how did Echoes add two god-awful original heroes, but then when you look at their original villains in Fernand and Berkut, they're really good. Like, what happened there? Sigurd! Give this man flat S tier. Wonderfully done tragic hero. I love him dearly. Everything in FE4 is his fault, and that's okay. Noish, you exist. Alec, womanizer, but the fact that you are responsible for what might be the only unintended pregnancy in a Fire Emblem game is hilarious. Read his Sylvia lover's conversation. I think that elevates him to tolerable, because his womanizer nature doesn't have much time to shine due to his limited writing. There I am using too many sentences. Arden! Everything about him, from his gameplay usability to his character design, feeds into his character's personality of feeling a little bit underutilized and underappreciated. Shout out to the simple man. Azel! He's good. Has good friendships with Tail2 and Lex. Good. Lex! He's rowdy, he's rough, he's pretty damn cool. Though how did you drop an axe into the ocean? How do you do that? Quan! Was really funny that FE5 elaborated on his character by making him racist. But hey, we all have flaws. Good man, another tragic hero. Eflin! If you try to say she was an idiot for Chapter 5, I'll also fight you. B+, if mostly fueled by the FE4 manga, which makes her a fucking gremlin. And I love that. Finn! That's Dad of the Year for a kid that ain't even his. Medale! FE4 has a lot of characters that really utilize their limited screen time to become very interesting and engaging. Medale is not one of them. Do! Cheeky little shit, and that gives him C+. Ideen! Why does, like, every man on the continent want to fuck you? Like, it's a staggeringly high amount. Ira! I love her. She's good, does her job well, memorable personality. Sword goes swish swoosh. Deirdre! You are plot device the character. I'll put you in D. Prince Jam! I really remember your unit ability, but outside of that, you're kind of just a nice guy. You are mainly remembered because with a cost, adept, and pursuit, you are shooting until something dies. And I appreciate that. Holm! What do you even do? Lachesis! Put that lady in S. God, I love Lachesis. Very wonderful character, boss bitch. You love to see a girl boss thrive. Beowulf. I think it's very funny that you are not in the FE4 manga just because the woman who writes it doesn't like you. But you're okay. Lewin. That's the boy. The man. Is he dead in Gen 2? Is he not? I'll never tell. Sylvia. Peppy. Energetic. Likeable. I'll put you in B. Fury. Or Aranis, whatever her name is now. B as well. Stern, serious. Has to deal with Lewin, and I can sympathize with that. Tail 2. Spunky like, Sylvia, but in a more fun way, I think. Put her in B+. Claude. I will never call this man Claude without the E, because he was here first 3 houses. I love him. A+, though. I like his fatalism, so I'll put him in A. That's a fringe. Brigid! Again, spunky. FE4 really likes its spunky women. And Brigid is enjoyable. Seliph! I don't like him as much as his dad, but not gonna put him in A+, because he's still absolutely amazing. Lana! She was just kind of there. I don't know anything about substitutes, so I'll be skipping them. Larcey! Similar to her mother, but not quite as engaging, in my opinion. But still good. Still a hot-headed woman. Ulster! Or whatever the fuck his name is now. I'll put him in flat B. Not bad, not amazing. Maybe C+. Oife! Now that is a man that I can get behind. Good on you, Oife. You're carrying all of you draw on your back. Good job being a dad. Delmond! I remember him being alright. B. Yeah, B. Likeable. Lester the Unlikely. I don't really remember much about you, so I'll put you in C+, because you were nice. Maybe C. I do not remember much about Lester. Julia. Plot device like your mother. B. Your bantering with Arthur's really enjoyable. I'll put you in B. And just like you, Arthur, I'll put you in B. I'm having to scroll up even more now. This is getting a lot. And we're not even into the English games yet. His banter with Fee is enjoyable, and his boss Actually, I'm going to put him above Fee, because his boss conversation with Hilda puts him up a bit. Solid character. Johan. Johan, I don't know how the fuck you pronounce his name. Womanizer, put him in D. He's really, yeah, put him in D. Yohalvir, actually a really underrated character that I like. His lover conversation with Lachesis is really good. His boss convo with Brian is also really good, but you'll never see it because who the fuck attacks Brian with Yohalvir? Shannon! Putting all of you draw on his back like Oife, I'll put that shit in A. Patty! Enjoyably cheeky. Maybe a little bit more so than Do. I like her. Leaf, I'll just... Leaf, I'm gonna put him in S, though this is more for FE5 than FE4. Absolutely solid main character. Fucks up catastrophically. Learns from it. You don't need much more than that. Nana! Pretty good. I don't have too much to say. Does her job nicely. Her relationship with Finn is enjoyable. Her confession to Leaf in FE5 is cute. I'm using many sentences, but I've done that way too much before. That's just Finn again. Ares! Great Ball of Anger. Put him in B+. Lean! Great Ball of Joy. Put her in B+. Tinny! She's nice. Put her in C+. Fabale! Also put him in C+. Maybe B. I'm gonna put him in C+. Helping orphans is not really that unique for this series. Said. I'm putting him up here for his appearance in FE5 as well as FE4. Good lad, has to follow up Lewin, and him freaking out at Lewin if he's his father is amazing. Hannibal the Manable. Put that motherfucker in A. He has only like one scene, and it's him calling Travant a bitch. And you'll love to see it. Corporal is next. Corporal. Good dude. Put him in C+. And I believe... No, Altena. Altena is the last one. Put her in B. Nice, charming, memorable, even if most of what makes her interesting is more so about Travant than her. Aaron, does he count? I mean, in a weird way, I guess. Same thing as Altena. Same thing as Altena. Most of what makes him into... Well, he does have a bit more to him than just Travant, like Altena does. But they're both good. Travant would be like an S if he could ever win a fucking poll on my Patreon. Alright. Hold on, do I really think... I want to make an adjustment. I'm going to put Sigurd in S+. Sigurd. Like, looking at it, yeah, I'm going to put him in S+. But other than that, FE4 continues to be pretty good. Outside of... I can excuse these two because there was going to be more time in development to, like, elaborate on Deirdre and not make her just a plot device, but they ran out of time. So I can maybe excuse these two, but here I am using more than one sentence. Anyways, I've already done Leaf and Finn. Osian! He's enjoyable. I put him in B. Cute relationship with Tanya, has a good line with his dad, and his scene in the end is good. Halvin! And not quite as interesting as Osian, but still not bad. Evale, I've already done Brigid. I forgot Brigid was Evale when I ranked her in B+. Wow. Put her in A, we're gonna adjust that one. My bad. How did I forget that? Finn. Dagdar! Team Dad, really cool. I like him, made a video on him. Check him out. Tanya, enjoyably spunky. Cute relationship with, Osian. Marty. He's gay, which is neat. He's got a build of like 20 million, which is neat. But he's not really got much beyond that. After Marty, Ronan. His magic growth is more interesting than him. No. Safi. Where will you be when history is written is one of the rawest lines, and it comes from Fire Emblem Thracia 776 of all places. Lithis. He is an enjoyable rat bastard who easily could be A tier if he just had a few more scenes being a rat bastard than he has. Who's next here? Oh, Matcha! Does she even, like, have a line? I think she has, like, one. Same with Brighton. This married couple can enjoy being mid together. Laura! Neat backstory, likable personality, I'll put her in B. Fergus! Really interesting story, elevates him, he's got a nice personality and the one scene that he gets to have. Put him in B for Beowulf. Karen! Why the fuck can you recruit Ilios? Put you in B regardless. Asvel! C+, nice kid, doesn't really do much interesting beyond that. Dawson! Put him in C+, nice guy, doesn't really do much beyond that. Hicks! Put him in C+, nice dad, doesn't do much beyond that. Shiva! Al the Edge, not bad, not that engaging. I don't know, he calls Lithis a bitch, so I might put him in B. No, I'll put him in C+. Carrion! It is hilarious that the Paragon Sword is not a proof weapon for you, C+. Selfina! She's nice and enjoyable, I'll put her in B. Your Kane. you have no lines of dialogue. Abel, I think, Asvel or something. I don't remember. You're fucking. You two do not speak. Robert also doesn't speak. Fred, I like Fred. C+, solid knight character, gets the girl in the end, likable for that. Owen, one of the Thracia characters with actual lines of dialogue, is really good. Who would have thought? Marita, much like Owen, gets lines of dialogue and actually ends up an interesting character. Salem, what the fuck is your hair? Put him in B. Pern, I like the gag that he caught, like, building up to him, you think he's some evil bastard, but he's actually just kind of like a simple bully. Put him with Lithus. Rude! He's gay for Pern. Put him in C. Tina! Enjoyably spunky. Put her in C+. Glade! Has a nice conversation with his wife. Put him in C+. Don't know why he was the, like, least voted character. Like, out of all of them, in the original Choose Your Legends, Glade? Really? Dean! Has an interesting relationship with Lenoan. I'll put him in B. Edda! Doesn't really do much. Put him in C. Homer! Purple bisexual twink comes at it again. He's also a womanizer, but his only thing he does as a womanizer is get bitch slapped, which means I can tolerate him a bit more. Put him in C+. Lenoan. Interesting relationship with Dean, interesting backstory, interesting relationship with her own. Put her in B. Ralph. Just a man who wants to save his country. Don't need much more than that. C+. Eloise, I love how not cool he is. Put him in B. Sloof, or Shroff, or whatever. He can talk to ghosts. Put him in C+. Misha, interesting recruitment requirement. Not much beyond that. Put her in C+. Sarah, this 12-year-old is responsible for 3 million deaths and the bodies will never be found. Put her in B+. Shanam, an excellent example of how to do a joke character. Put him in A. Miranda. Doesn't have many scenes, but likable enough in them. Put her in B. Xavier. Pretty cool guy. One of these days, I'm just gonna not recruit you because you're not worth the effort. Put him in C+. Amalda. Not much screen time, but does well with what she got. Conamore. C also. Delmond was on there. Sias. Interesting character that really could be elaborated a lot more. Arvis having a long-lost son, not long-lost son, just a son, kind of significant. Galzus. He is rapidly approaching your location. Put him in B+. And there's Thracia. Did anyone in Thracia rank below C? Yeah, no. Turns out when you have a cast where no one really says anything, it's hard to be unlikable. You're either pleasantly mid, or actually pretty good. Alright. FE6. Roy. Why do you need to bring up his unit quality anytime someone wants to just discuss his character? Put him in B+. Marcus. Cool old man. Put him in B+. Alan. His supports actually show he's a bit more intelligent than just a man who runs in for no reason. Put him in B. Lance. How's your sword arm? Put him in C+. Walt. Exists. Boars. Has actually really heartwarming supports that you wouldn't expect. Put him in B+. Merlinus. A solid joke character. Not quite to the level of Shanam, but he does his job. Ellen. She's nice, she's sweet, she experiences racism. Dick. He might, like a lot of FE6, kind of just be copy-pasted from FE1 with a few tweaks, but Ogma was really good, so the Ogma ripoff is also really good. It has enough to make him his own. Wade, head empty, only fight. Put him in C+. Lot has actually some pretty good heartwarming scenes to him. Put him in B. He's more than you'd think. Shauna, likable, spunky, B or C+, B or C+, B. Yeah. Chad, poor man has to steal to live. Gotta steal to eat, gotta eat to steal. I'm fucking up the Aladdin line. We're just moving on. Lou, nice kid. Yeah. Clarine, annoying as shit. Put her in E. Rutger, really fucking good backstory. Put him in B. He's actually a lot more interesting than you would think. Saul, womanizer. But the way he loses, and his support with the Gren, I think put him in E+. Now put him in D. He's gross as shit, but that support with the Gren is really good. Very interesting to see a priest talk to an atheist. Dorothy has to put up with Saul. I can sympathize. Put her in C+. Sue, calm, quiet, serene, stoic, but still enjoyable. Put her in B. Zealot, underrated, man literally becomes a king by sheer willpower. Put him in S. Trek, enjoyably simple. Put him in B. Does his job to balance out the more complex characters that he talks to. Speaking of, Noah, enjoyable, loner. Put him in B+. Astolfo, put that man in S. We stand a drunken loaf man, like a drunken cripple. Why is his speed growth so good if he only has one leg? Lelina, please talk about something other than Roy. No, I don't hate her as much as I hate Saul. I can't put her with Saul. Not in good consciousness. Wendy does her job. A bit more interesting than Walt. Barth, really cool, really interesting, has supports you wouldn't expect. Put him in B. OJ, really sad backstory, kind of just a dude other than that, but as just a dude, you need him. OJ's an important character because you need some just a dudes. Burr, chasing her mother's shadow is really funny when her mother fucking sucks as a unit. Shin, or Sin, whatever you're named now, like Sue. Stoic, quiet, but interesting still. Gonzalez, big, ugly, heart of gold, dull of ass, put him in A. Geese, B. C, merchant that's down on his luck, and his backstory gets more interesting with Geets and FE7. Geese Howard, everybody. Klein, I don't really remember too much about you. You're kind of just, meh. Tate, same with Klein. My throat, dry. Okay. Lalum, kind of annoying. Put her in D+. Echidna, her literal introduction is busting open a door, saying, I'm a stubborn bitch, and then killing 3 bandits. Put her in B. Nah, put her in A. Elfin, interesting backstory, interesting character. Put him in B. Bartray, much like Gonzalez, heart of gold, dumb of ass, enjoyable character, enjoyable backstory. Ray, this kid is such a little shit, parentheses affectionate. Kath, this kid is such a little shit, parentheses not affectionate. A bit more annoying than Wrath. Murity, pretty damn good, put her in B. I don't got much to add. Percival, God tier unit, but I don't really remember much about his character. Didn't leave that much of an impression. Cecilia, very cool character, helps show Roy's development. Solid job. Sophia, Absolutely love her. She is a better person to pick than Lilina for your voice support. I said it and I will never take it back. A? No, I don't like her as much as I do Bartray. That's how I can judge things. Igren. Being an atheist is really funny in a world where you can often just go talk to God. Put her in B+. Garrett. Solid character. Solid. Him trying to find new jobs to stop being a bandit's likable. C+. I think I remember him a bit more than the others in C+. I'll put him in B. Ba! Tiki 2 that doesn't quite do the job as well as Tiki, but still does it pretty good, so I'll put her in B. Hugh! Yet again, Heart of Gold, Dome of Ass. FE6 actually really likes those characters, huh? Put him in B+, he's enjoyably stupid. Zeus! I don't think he's quite as interesting as Murdy, but I don't think I'd put him in C+, I'll put him in B. Douglas! Good father, interesting character, put him in B. Nime! We need more foxy grandmas. I'm putting her in S, really fun character. Diane! I actually really like Diane, and I think I'm going to put him above Sue and Sin. Good grandfather, good man. I like him, he's interesting. Juno! I really like Juno. Her relationship with her sisters and husband is really likable. I'll put her in A. Yodel! Cool old man continues to be cool. We're putting him in B. And Carol? Absolutely love his character. Put him in S+. Solid backstory, solid character, great supports. Don't need much more. Other than joining probably before the literal final map. Alright, and that's FE6. Mostly really good. That take's going to get me put on fire. I don't care. I don't fear God. Alright, FE7. Lynn. Suffers from really not doing jack shit on Ellawood mode, but her own story and her role in Hector mode, I gotta give her B+. Likeable character, even if she gets sidelined in the main mode that people play. Sane. Womanizer. Yeah, I'll put him in E+. Kent. Likable, good supports. Put him in B. I like him. Has to deal with Sane, so I can relate. Florina. Eek a man. But it's, C. She's so tiny. Will. Just a nice guy, but his backstory with Dart and Rebecca puts him a bit more than just nice guy. Dorcas! I'm actually going to put him in B, and it's not because of memes. He's actually just... He continues to be just a dude in a good way for this series, like Lot or OJ. Like, the just a dudes are very important to this series. Sarah! You are very annoying, but that's kind of the point. I'll put you in C, because you do make some funny interactions with Matthew and Urk that I can't look past. Speaking of, Urk! Nice guy. Nice guy. Who's next? Wrath! He exists, and I couldn't tell you much more beyond that. Matthew! Really good, really sad story. I'm gonna put him in A. I don't know why they gave the thief a lot of actual screen time, but that's really cool. Nils! Good guy, has some nice scenes, I'll put him in B. Nothing crazy, but good. Lucius! Really good backstory, really good character, put him in B+. He deserves B+. Wallace! I fucking love this guy. Amazing backstory, really fun character. That is a good fucking guy all around. I just hate that he sucks a lot of ass as a unit, and he steals your Knight's Crest the first time you play FE7. Oh, this is going to be the one that kills me. Ellawood! Every single good thing that happens in FE7's story happens exclusively when you're off-screen, and for a main character, that's a death sentence, F+. I already rated Marcus. Lowen! Just a guy! but give him C+. He's an enjoyable Just a guy. Rebecca! Just a girl, but like Will, her backstory makes her a bit more interesting. Maybe I could put her in B. I don't know. She kicks Will in the stomach, and that's really funny. Already rated bar tray. Hector! Really good protagonist in his mode. Seeing him struggle to display emotion and his relationship with Oswin and Uther, put him in A+. Hector is a lot more than just a rowdy guy who starts fights. He's actually a very interesting character. Oswin! I really like how they handle him being Uther's knight before Hector's knight. That's really interesting. Good supports, put him in A. Guy. Yes, that's how his name is pronounced. C+. Actually, just flat C, actually. Didn't really leave much of an impact on me. Merlin, I already did. Priscilla! Sad backstory. Solid character. Nice lady. Has some silly scenes, has some heartbreaking scenes. Does the job well. Raven, same thing. Good backstory, good supports. I like him. I like him. Canis! Oh, you know it, baby. God damn, I love me some men who pursue knowledge even at the cost of their own sanity. Give me that S+. Dart! I'm actually going to put him ahead of Rebecca and Will. Oh no, I put Rebecca in B. Yeah, put him in B. Good backstory. Likeable, rowdy nature. A pirate, good pirate. Good pirate. Fiora, the middle child. Solid backstory. I'm going to put her in B. Nothing crazy, but has some cute scenes and has some likable scenes. Legault. This is the man, the boy. I love him. Amazing backstory. Really likable personality. Some gut-wrenching boss quotes. He is the man, and I love him. Ninian. How do you manage to be a worse plot device than Deirdre? Isadora. For someone who's based on Medea, she does the job about, like, not better, well, not better than her, because she doesn't get a scene where she tells Hardin to go fuck himself, but for very clearly being based on Medea, like Harkin is based on Astram, she does the job very well. Harkin! Not Harkin, Jesus. Heath. I don't know what the fuck's going on with your hair, but you've got a likable personality, likable supports. I like him. Anyone in the comments, did you know that you can recruit Heath with Ninian? Have you ever done that? I want to know. Hawkeye! Good character, good supports. Don't need much more than that. Geats! Has one absolutely amazing support with Fiora, and his supports with other characters are good too. I just wish more of his serious side was shown, instead of a bird nesting in his hair for some reason. That's a weird support. Pent! You know what this world needs more of? Men who just fucking love their wives. You know what this world needs more of? More women that just fucking love their husbands. Put them both in B. Already did Carol. Harkin! Who asked for some survivor's guilt? Put him in A. Nino! Nothing I can say about Nino hasn't already been said. Put her in A. Jafar! The Angel of Death. Solid backstory, solid development. Put him in B+. After Jafar, Vida! She's an enjoyable bitch. You know? Nothing wrong with a woman that's just an absolute bitch. Renault. I don't know why they gave a character with, like, backstory that is arguably more important than anyone else in the game in, like, such a minor role. But goddamn, if you get his supports, they're all amazing. Athos. Does his job as a wizard well. I'll put him in B. That's where I put Gateau, right? Yeah, he's very similar to Gateau, but has enough that makes him his own, but still good. That's FE7. No, it's not. The Hector mode exclusive characters. Farina! Likeable personality, can be a bit greedy, and that does lead to some funny scenes, but it's a heartwarming character at the core of it, and that's fine. Carla! I know I dunked on her when I rated Fur, but I like her. Put her in B. And B+, maybe. Her supports are really enjoyable. I'll put her in B+. And that's FE7. This might get me flayed alive, but I'm okay with that. Because I'm more worried about these people in S. I love these guys. I've done a video on Wallace, done a video on Legault. Canis and Renault will come someday. I just feel like Renault's kind of already known by the people that would want to know him. Canis will win a poll eventually, I swear to God. Alright. Sacred Stones. Erica. Actually, best lord in the entire franchise. Fight me. Absolutely wonderful character development, enjoyable personality, S tier all the way. Seth has a lot more going on than you would think. Put him in B+, fantastic romance with Erica, great supports with Garcia and Franz, just a good guy all around. Franz! He's a bit one of the lesser interesting Sacred Stones characters, but he's just a nice guy, and his relationship with Seth and Ford are really good. Gilliam! One of the best just-a-dudes out there. What is Gilliam's personality? Man. What is his backstory? Guy. That's all he needs. Vanessa! Like Gilliam, but she's not quite as, serious as him in the sense that she has her crush on Inez and her support with Ford and Serene that are cute. I'm gonna actually put her in B+, now that I think about it. She's like a serious woman, but has enough supports that cause her to come out of her shell to make her a bit more memorable and enjoyable. Mulder! B, C+. He's good, but he kind of just exists to make other characters more interesting, like Calm or Vanessa or Inez. He himself isn't the most dynamic, which is fine. Ross! Rowdy youth. His introduction scene with Garcia basically establishes his character succinctly in ways that other FE characters wish they could have. He could have no supports and just his intro with his dad, and he'd still be great. Garcia, absolutely amazing. Love his introduction, love his character. I'm actually going to put him in A+. I think Garcia is a really underrated character with fantastic supports. Nemi! The Crybaby act can get a little annoying sometimes, but her romance with Calm is just goddamn adorable, and her supports are pretty likable in general. So, solid. Calm. His snide attitude can be a little annoying, but again, his romance with Nemi and his supports with other characters help make up for that. He always means well, and that can make up for some of the times he can be kind of a dick. Ardor! Good, pious man, some solid supports, and adorable romance with Lute. Don't really need much more else. Lute! The support where she tries to attack Noel for really no reason is the only low mark on her, but her other high marks are too high. She is a weird little cryptid with a lot of good supports, and I actually think both of her romances, Ardor and Kyle, are both really good. She's nice, I like her. Natasha! Super serious, but a good backstory, really interesting supports with Noel. I think she's good. Joshua! Not much else to say about him other than he's really fucking good and everyone that's played Sacred Stones already knows that. Not much I can add to Joshua that hasn't already been said. Ephraim! The only problem with Ephraim is the fact that Fire Emblem Heroes has, made Erica's character worse for the sake of him. Like, I know people that hate Ephraim because of what happens to Erica in her modern writing. And I get it, but I disagree because Ephraim is a fantastic example of a great main character. Ford! Really likable, really enjoyable, damn shame about your unit quality. Put him in A+. Kyle! He reminds me a lot of Forsyth in that he has just a giant stick up his ass. But he has more scenes to elaborate on the stick up his ass, so I'm gonna put him in B+. The power of having more supports. Does Orson count? I mean, he's playable for one map. Sure. I believe Orson is the best minor antagonist in the series. I'll put him in S+. Even if, like, he's here, you can technically use him for one map. He fucks his dead wife, and that's interesting. Alright, after Orson, we have Tana. Likeable, she's both fun and serious when she needs to be. I don't know what the fuck her death quote's about, but really fun, really interesting. Amelia! I really wish this woman could be talked about with more than just, like, unit quality discussions, because she's very sweet and endearing. Just shut the fuck up about her unit quality, no one cares. Inez! This man is a fucking dick. Parentheses, affectionate. Grick! God, he has everything. Amazing backstory, fantastic personality, solid unit performance. You really can't get any better than Grick. He is the complete package for an FE character. Put him in S+. Tethys! I like that Tethys is a woman. Like the other dancers, Lean, Sylvia, Lalum, Fina, they're all girls. They're like bright, peppy girls. Tethys is a mature, alluring woman, and she knows that. And that makes her a really fun and interesting. And her relationship with her little brother is really sweet as well. Marissa. I absolutely love her backstory and her self-esteem issues. Who the fuck decided that that has to be in her calm support that no one would really read? Why is her backstory and her support with calm? That makes no fucking sense. Larshell. Silly and goofy despite the horrors. Put her in A+. Dozla. The world's greatest hype man. Do not put him in E. He is an enjoyable, rambunctious uncle. And that is fantastic. Saleh. He's good. I think the fact that he can marry Erica is weird. Like, he's got a good backstory with Garrick. His mentorship to Ewan is really enjoyable. I think he does have the strangest lurid romance in the entire franchise, though. Like, I didn't really see it. But it's interesting regardless. Ewan! He is a cheeky little shit. And that makes him pretty enjoyable. Just a fun little guy with a good backstory, likable support with Tethys. He's good. Good little man. Cormag. His boss conversation on Ephraim route with Volter goes way harder than his one on Erica route, even though it's not about Glenn, and you need to look it up, because it's fucking great. God, I think I might even just fucking say it specifically. I know it by heart. Like, Volter tells Cormag, you want to get on your knees and beg, I'll let you live. And Cormag goes, you know what? Yes, I betrayed my country, and I very well may die to you. But, and this is his quote from word, a dog like you will never see me crawl. And that is fucking awesome. I love Cormag. Who's after Cormag? Rennick! Growing up makes me sympathize with him a lot more. As a kid, you're like, oh, he's a spoil sport. As a grown man, I'm like, if I had to run across the entire continent with Larshell and Dozla, I'd go fucking insane too. Dussel! Can't get much better than a badass old man like that. I'll put him in S regular, though. Good backstory, good character, absurd unit quality. Noel! God damn. He's like if Reynolds was recruited earlier, because he is very significant to the lore of the game. And he only has 3 supports, but by God, do they make you really feel for him. Speaking of, Myrrh accomplishes more sympathy and, like, characterization in 3 supports than most characters can do with 20. Serene! Really nice, really fun, really charming. Shame she shows up so late, with worse bases than Seth. Alright, there's FE8. A lot of good in that one. I don't think anyone ranked below C on that. No one ranked below C+, and even then it was just Molder. I like you, Molder. You're just not the most interesting. Alright. FE9. Path of Radiance Ike. A shining example of how to do a stoic character and not make them boring. He's normally very calm and reserved, and it makes the moments where he flips out really memorable. He's mostly just a very naive man learning about the world he was sheltered from. And I like that. Fantastic lead. Boyd! He's enjoyably meat-headed. I'll put him in B. He's really good. I like him. Titania! Good. Put her in S. She's really fantastic relationship with Ike. Has a lot of really good scenes, kind of being like a secondary main character. Ike, Soren, and her. I like it. I like it a lot. Oscar! Out of all the Grail mercenaries from Path of Radiance, I think he kind of has the least going on that's interesting. He's not bad, but I think he's definitely the most just there. Hold on, no. His rivalry with Kieran is really enjoyable. I'll put him in B. Reese. Calm, gentle, very sickly. Put him in B. Likeable, enjoyable, nice backstory, nice relationships with the cast. Shannon. I know that he's a shitty, racist bastard, but for Tellius' story, that's kind of required, and it makes him a very memorable and enjoyable character for it, even if you're not exactly supposed to like him. Gatry. Now you'd think, oh, womanizer, so I put him down with the rest of them. But unlike these other men, who are kind of like actively being scummy to women, Gatry's mostly played off that he's just fucking stupid. And I can empathize with that. He's a fucking idiot. And that's more enjoyable to me. Soren. Proof that you can be an absolute dickbag and still be a really likable character. Wildly racist, wildly prejudiced, but still enjoyable regardless. Same with Shannon. Like, they're cut from a similar cloth. The fact that Shannon doesn't have a valid reason for his prejudice is important, as Soren having one. Maya! You're kind of just boring as shit, and your support with Largo is dumb. Trying to work in a girl power backstory in a universe where, like, that never really seems to be necessary. And just, you have to rewrite Largo to make it work because they realized no one in this cast was a sexist dick. Except Shannon, probably. I don't know if Shannon's sexist, but I can definitely say probably. Alright, Ilyana! I never really got the hunger gimmick. Never really vibed with me. Mist! Has some enjoyable scenes. Likeable. Put her in B with most of the Grail mercs. Just solid character. Rolf! He's not bad, and I really like the scene in, Radiant Dawn when he's talking to his mom. I think that's very good, very enjoyable. I'll just put all 3 brothers together, just to have them together. I think all the brothers are good. And bounce off each other well. Marcia! Really bubbly, really fun, put her in B+. Actually, no, I'm gonna put her in A. I think she's bubbly and enjoyable enough that she deserves to be in A. Silly little woman on her silly little horse, dealing with her silly little brother. Leith! I don't know what the fuck all this racism shit in Tellius was about. The real story is that cats are fucking assholes. Mordecai. Big beef, big man, big likability. I love him dearly. Volk. Bro is plotting something devious. Man is sinister in nature. B+. Kieran. This man is so fucking stupid. Put him in B+. Nephany. You exist. Braum. You exist, baby. Simple family man trying to help out his family. Charming, likable, understandable backstory. Don't need much more else. I love me some Braum. Zahark. He put his dick in a cat. A+ tier. South. Good. This is also counting Radiant Dawn, I gotta think about. Good. He's good, I like him. He's a good secondary lead to Micaiah in the, day-in scenes. He's good. Serious, enjoyable. Like him. There's nothing to be said about Jill that hasn't been said by millions of other people. She's amazing. Not much can be said. Astrid! What the fuck did Radiant Dawn do to you? Oh yeah, that's what Radiant Dawn did to you. Every single person has met a Makalov in their life. And that's what makes Makalov good. Tormod! You know what? You don't need much more than to be a kind young man fighting against racism. Not even young man, a boy. He is a fucking 8-year-old anti-government racism terrorist, and that's fucking raw. Almost as raw as Morum. I made a video on him, and I'm failing to think of a sentence to describe my feelings. He good. Yeah. Yeah. Stefan! Also really good. Fantastic backstory character and supports. He laughed at God. Devdin! Enjoyable goofball. I'll put him in B. Tanith! I don't have a sentence to describe Tanith, but I like her. Put her in C+, I guess? Rayson! Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. He will beat the shit out of you at the expense of his brittle bones. Janaf! He's enjoyable. Got some sass to him. Ulki! To counteract Janaf's sass, we have the Calm and Serene. And I like that just a little bit more. Khalil! With Largo, she is one half of a greater idiot. Put her in A. Taronio! He always loses my Patreon polls, but he's really fucking cool. He's gotta win. If I just keep putting him on the polls, he has to win eventually. Ranulph! Fun, witty, enjoyable. Har! The man broke Radiant Dawn and broke into our hearts. A+. Bastion! The man talks a mile a minute, but still manages to have some fun interactions. Put him in B. Put him in A, because it's just how big brain he is. Lucia! The fuck do you even do? You have a support where Janaf hits on you, and that's neat. You have a romance with Bastion that's kinda neat. You are at the forefront of one of my least favorite things about Radiant Dawn, though, so I'm gonna have to put you in C+. Joffrey! Good. Gets the job done. Likeable knight. His relationship with Valencia is really nice. Largo, combined with Khalil, he is one half of a greater idiot. Why wasn't he in Radiant Dawn? Would it really have been that game-breaking to have a Berserker in Radiant Dawn? Alencia takes the mold that was set up by Nina and Guinevere and actually does something really interesting when she goes to fight for herself. Really cool, really good. Surely Radiant Dawn won't fuck that up. Nasir! Bro was plotting something devious until you learned he was not that devious and was actually just a foxy grandpa. Put him in A. Ina! Damn sorry about your husband, but at least you have a really cool grandfather. I don't think you're as interesting as Nasir, but you are still definitely sympathetic. I'll put you in B+. Tabarn! That's a man's man right there. Put him in S. He's likable, good backstory. Not really backstory, even. Just a good character who does cool shit very consistently. Naysala was so much better before Blood Pacts fucked up your backstory. God, I hate Blood Pacts. I'm gonna strangle someone. Gifka! Never really understood the King Shadow thing. Why couldn't we just use Kainagus in Path of Radiance? Like, I mean, he's a blue lion and that looks cool, but you need more than looks. That's Path of Radiance! Honestly, if it were not for Radiant Dawn existing, most of these characters would be much higher. Especially Naysala. Speaking of Radiant Dawn, Micaiah! Really great lord, I just wish Radiant Dawn liked her. She gets bitched so hard by the narrative, and I feel for her. Edward, he exists. Leonardo, he exists. Nolan, he exists and actually does have, like, one really good scene with Micaiah that puts him a little higher than Edward and Leonardo. Laura, she exists. Aran, he exists. Meg, she mostly just exists, but she does have that funny scene with Zahark. She's about as interesting as all the other Radiant Dawn exclusives other than that, but one good scene with a good joke and a good punchline, I'll take it. Volk, not Volk, Volg, he exists. Fiona, she exists. Put her in C. Vika, she exists. You're noticing a trend with Radiant Dawn characters. However, Nalia, really interesting. Even if the whole backstory of, oh, by the way, there was a tribe of wolf people we never ever mentioned at all in the first game, feels like bad fanfiction, her spunky nature carries her through that. Speaking of, Raphael. Yeah, he's also really likable. Let them be together. They are a lovely husband and wife. And they're gonna go back to the desert and, I don't know, make wolf bird babies? Oh my god, imagine if wolves had wings. Oh, I'm scared. And actually, I don't know if I can put Raphael in A. I'll probably B. He's good, but I actually don't think I like him as much as Nalia. Still good, though. Next, the Black Knight okay, he doesn't count. If I counted Orson, I'll count the Black Knight. So, the Black Knight has an incredible intimidation factor, even if the character underneath the mask isn't the most interesting, in my opinion. And that's less to do with the person behind the mask and who the person behind the mask works for. Anyone? Oh, yeah, Leanne. She has some good scenes with Alencia here and there. And her relationship with Naysala is not bad. Put her in B. Yeah. Nelucci! He was next, right? Yep. Just an old man, old crow. B. He's enjoyably old. Yeah. Heather! Womanizer. I wouldn't say she's as annoying as Saul and Yohalvir, though. Who else in this? Oh, right, of course. Definitely not Devdin. In no way are these characters the same. B. Who else here is a Radiant Dawn exclusive? Looking. Liar! She exists! Kaiza! They exist! Anyone else? Am I forgetting? There are a few later on. Siggurn! I don't remember I don't remember her doing jack shit. I'm gonna put her in C. I know she was in Path of Radiance, but she didn't do anything there either. Anyone I'm forgetting? Oh, Skimir! He's alright. He has the closest thing resembling a good character arc Radiant Dawn can create. Peleus. Okay, I take that back. Peleus is actually really good. Damn shame way too much of his story is tied to blood pacts, but I think he manages to be an interesting character regardless. I know there's more I'm forgetting. Soniki! Good. Put her in B. Interesting backstory, nice relationship with other characters. She's good. Oliver! I understand that recruiting him is funny. It's a very funny scene. But him being alive and him being recruitable fucks up so much in terms of, like, what Peleus is about. He should be dead. And they threw that away for a joke. And I don't care how funny that joke is, Oliver should not be here. He died. But why am I going to Radiant Dawn for good writing? Kainigus! Really cool, really likable, put him in B. Does his job really well as an imposing king. Kurth! He was pretty good. Again, put him in B. Some Radiant Dawn characters from Path of Radiance do make the jump to Radiant Dawn not bad. And that's really the most I can say about a lot of this. Renine! You being alive is stupid, by the way. Even if it was foreshadowed with Bertram, it's still stupid. But you mainly exist as a gameplay purpose, in case all of my Cavaliers in Radiant Dawn are dead. And then you show up as a not bad Gold Knight, if that happens. But, like, Radiant Dawn, like, Taliesin just not killing people, I swear. Alright, right now, Radiant Dawn players, I'll give you 20 V-Bucks if you can actually tell me, and mean it, that you remembered Gareth. And remember that he existed. Lahran! I guess he also counts. They made Medeus a bisexual twink and called it a new character. Put him in C. Because Medeus is really good, so Medeus Light, not bad. Alright, now time for the opinions that get me butchered. For example, specifically Radiant Dawn Ike. The only thing bigger than his muscles is the butcher knife they used on his character. Alencia, really good in Path of Radiance. Radiant Dawn fucked her up. Have the balls to actually let Alencia suffer consequences. But no, Ike has to come in and save her because it was all Bastion's plan. Fuck letting Alencia stand on her own. Sorry, I had to get that out of my system. Alright, Awakening. Chrom, I feel the same way I do about Alm. I think he's fine in supports, but as a main character, I don't like him that much. Because Awakening is constant. Awakening does not juggle multiple protagonists well. Chrom, Robin, and Lucina feel more like they're fighting for the lead role, rather than it feeling authentic. Like, I will give Alm credit, Alm and Celica, or Erica and Ephraim. But he's enjoyable in support, so I don't hate him too much. If he wasn't the main character, I'd like him. Robin! Pretty good, but... like, in a lot of his supports, he's just a straight man. And that's an important role. Put him in C+, actually. That's an important role, but doesn't exactly make him that interesting to me. Also, why is he white? When his father is... Don't even talk to me about Fire Emblem race. Lissa! An enjoyably spunky girl. I'll put her in B. She can be a goofball. Real certifiably enjoyable goofball. Frederick! I really want to like him, but sometimes he goes, like, too far. Like, I get that's the gimmick. They're playing up the loyal knight. But, you know, Seth and Marcus were fine just being loyal knights. They didn't need an exaggerated caricature. But when he's good, he's good. Sully. Enjoyably spunky. I'll put her in B+. Enjoyably spunky. Then after her, Varian. Womanizer, but I'm gonna put him on the higher end of womanizers because he does have the gag where he's more competent than you'd expect for a traditional womanizer. And that's alright. It's pretty good. Stall! I don't remember a goddamn thing about you. Put him in C. Vake! Remember just being kind of annoying. Put you in D+. Muriel! Cool hat. C. Sumiya! Fuck, baking pies is not a romance. Kellum! Really weird gimmick with the disappearing act. But he's actually a very likable dude beyond that. It's just they slapped a weird-ass gimmick on him for no fucking reason. Alright. Alright, we're getting there. Donald! Just a boy who fights for his ma. Don't need much more than that. Lon Q! Actual gynophobia. Gynophobia? Gynophobia? Is pretty interesting. It's a thing that Fire Emblem hasn't really tackled. Oh wait, Florina. Though that's... Gynophobia is the fear of women. Dudophobia is the fear of men? I don't know, he's cool. He's cool. Okay, after Long Q, Rickon. I don't remember a damn thing about you. Put you in C. Maribel. Really neat backstory with the whole judge thing, and really likable. I'll put her in B, even though I normally hate blonde women with pigtails who go oh ho ho like they're fucking Santa Claus. Pan. Literally just exists to be a Lagoo reference, but put her in C+, I guess. Gaius! The candy thing's kind of weird, but he's actually a pretty interesting character outside of that, so put him in B. Cordelia, you are saved by your support with Robin, E+. Gregor, actual peak fiction, slap that man in S+. He is simply fantastic. Naui, you exist for pedophiles, put you in F. Libra, also peak fiction, but slightly less peak fiction than Gregor, put him in S. Tharja, would be so good if Nor doesn't exist, but Nor exists, so I'm gonna put you in D+, if I'm mostly just pissed off at your potential. Anna! For the playable debut of a series mascot, I'll put you in A. Really charming and balances silly and serious really well. Olivia! It was alright. C+. I don't really have anything to say, be it positive or negative. Church! I'll put you in B. Enjoyable, serious, not bad at all. Henry, how you do a gimmick character right? His dark sense of humor really lands with me. I'm gonna put him in B+. No, I'm not. I'm gonna put him in A. Sayri! You have one hard-as-fuck boss quote against Walhart, and you do nothing else. Tiki, I already have Tiki there. Basilio does his job in the story well. He and Flavia, both are going to go to B. Enjoyable, likable, balancing serious and silly, solid characters. Lucina, if I want a time traveler on my Nintendo DS system, I'm going to take Grovile every day of the week. Put her in C. Owain, shut the fuck up and talk like a normal person. Put him in D. Inigo, womanizer, but we literally already had a womanizer, because heaven forbid women be free of this fucking character trope. Put him in E. Brady, the joke that he's brash and rude but sweet deep down, like, that's been done millions of times before and better, but it's still not bad. Put him in C+. Kayile, how the fuck you pronounce your name? The only reason I remember you is because how I used to forget you. What the fuck do you do? C. Cynthia, I remember you being pretty annoying, but not as annoying as Owain. Severa, you got mixed up somewhere along the way and put your cunt in your personality instead of your crotch. Put you in F. Jerome, actually stern, serious, likable. Just a good character, which is rare in my opinion for the second generation of Awakening. The other one is Morgan. Female Morgan, very enjoyable, very spunky, very silly. Put her in A. Male Morgan is subdued though. Like, unlike the Robins, who are the same character, or like the Aleers or the Byleths, male Morgan and female Morgan have enough differences, and I think male Morgan suffers for it. He's kind of just a nice kid. Loses the spunk that female Morgan has. Yarn has an amazing concept for a character, and is desperately wishing he was in a Fire Emblem game where he could actually develop as a character. Like in Three Houses, or Tellius, but nope, he has to be a coward for every single support, and he suffers for that. Laurent, cool hat. Nor, the Rage Mode gimmick starts stupid and just gets old faster. Alright, hey, do you have an interesting character? Nah. I'm funny. Alright, that's Awakening. You can tell, my enjoyment of characters starting to go down a little bit. I do not like the quirked up white boys that inhabit Awakening. Speaking of, okay. I want to separate the Corins here. I think male Corin is on the cover for Birthright, and female Corin's on the cover for Conquest. So for Conquest Corin, god-awful story writing that supports can't save. My god, I've been talking for an hour and a half. Like, this woman cannot be saved by her pretty decent supports, because Conquest and Revelation stories are just that bad. But in Birthright, I'm actually going to be a Birthright defender here. I say as I put him in D+. In Birthright, the story is not that bad. It's not that good. It still has scenes like Camilla's debut and Xander losing all sense of self. But Corin isn't that bad in it. I am a Birthright defender. I think the decent supports Corin has... I put him in D+, because same reason as Alm and Crom. Like, for the main character, you need a bit more than just decent supports. But I'm a Birthright defender. Azura! There's too much stupid plot bullshit around you to save it from you. Your supports are decent, like a lot of Fate's characters, but you exist in the plot, which is a problem. Felicia! Being shitty at your job is not an enjoyable personality trait. Jacob! This man is a fucking asshole. Parentheses, affectionate. Put him in A. Kaze! Your death in Birthright is really weird, but you're a likable dude beyond that. Put him in B. Silas! I don't remember a goddamn thing about you. I'm putting you in C. Shura! Literally begging to not be a Korin sexual. Begging for that, but just not allowed. Izama? I don't remember his name. Party Priest doesn't have enough, like, first of all, like, that's okay, but not really a character concept I'm into. He's okay. Mozu, sweet villager girl, same thing as Donald. Sweet villager, just doing her best. Manages to be really sweet and likable. Fuga, I have to play Birthright to see you, which is a problem, but you're actually an interesting character. Damn shame you have to play Revelations, though. Kana! Boring-ass kid. Shigure! I don't remember anything about you. I'm gonna put you in C. I don't remember a lot of the Fates children. Dwyer is enjoyably grumpy. I'll put him in B. Sophie! I don't remember anything about you. And Mozu, I really don't remember much about you. Fates is the game I need to replay the most, because I don't remember, like, a lot about the back half. It's been a long time. But Gunter, cool old man, continues to be cool. I'll put him in B. Elise! Sweet and charming, but not really too interesting. Arthur is how you do a gimmick character right. Put that man in A tier. Fun gimmick, fun character interactions, doesn't overstay his welcome. Something some gimmick characters could learn. Effie! Remember she was pretty alright. Maybe C+. I don't... Muscular woman, and that's about it. It's enjoyable, I guess. Odin! You're just as annoying as Owain, but I have to deal with you again! Niles! Now, he is enjoyably unlikable. Like, he's an intentionally unlikable character. And he does that job well, but making the only gay guy and only black guy an intentionally unlikable character... I think he's the only one. Is he the only... No, Benny's also dark-skinned, I think. Even still, one of the only ones. Definitely, like, that's a little suspect. I'm gonna put him in D for the uncomfortable implications that Niles has. Nyx! Same thing with Naui, but at least you act like a grown-ass woman. Your backstory's good, but that design and the crowd you're designed to cater to make me way too uncomfortable to put you anywhere other than F. But you're not as bad at it as Naui. But still bad. Camilla, keep your fucking fetish away from me. Severa, you're Selena again. Or, you're... Fuck her. I hate her. Baruka! Damn shame that you're surrounded by Camilla and Severa, but you're actually really interesting, and I'll put you in B+. Laszlo, you're an ego again, just as annoying. Perry, what the fuck were they thinking? Benny! He reminds me a lot of Gilliam. Big man. Likeable big man. Charlotte. Proof that with a big enough axe and big enough muscles, you too can scam any man out of their money. Put her in S. Following the footsteps of the great Fujiko Mine. Leo. He's good. I'll put him in B. Enjoyable. Not much to add. Heaton, you're kind of annoying. Put you in D. Niles, I'm gonna put Niles in F. Even if I don't dislike his character, there's too much uncomfortable implications with him for me to not put him really bad. Like, Keaton, put you in D. Xander! By God, are you horrible in the story. But you have good supports, and I think that'll balance out to C+. The fuck did you do? You wanted to fuck Jacob, which is, like, fair. But what did you do other than that? Die? I'll put you in C. Siegbert! I remember him being a likable little lad. I'll put him in C+. Forrest! Really likable. Charming young man. Ignatius? I don't remember anything about you. Put you in C. Velora. Really neat design, but kind of just like, hey guys, she acts like an animal. That's the joke. And that really weird sniffing thing. That's uncomfortable. Percy! Good lad like his dad. Put him in B. Am I missing? I am missing the Birthright characters. Oh yeah, I'm missing the Birthright characters. Hold on. Fate's Birthright. Haha, that is my fault. We'll get to them in a moment. We'll get there. Ophelia! You're Owain again! In a game that already had Owain again. He's annoying as shit. Stop putting Owain in the game. Soliel, your support with Ophelia is just downright uncomfortable and really just clouds my judgment of you in all other ways. Basically harasses a woman until she starts crying. It sours any other support you could have. Nina! A girl who writes gay fan fiction is not a personality trait. It's kind of fucking gross. Alright. Then we go down to Birthright. Rinka! The fact that your strength stat isn't very good is funny. But you're alright outside of that. Put you in B+. Sakura! Same exact thing as Elise. Cute, charming, but not really that interesting. Hana! Hana? I don't remember shit about you, or, Oh, I thought next up would be Hinata, but nope. Tsubaki! You're kind of a dick. Put you in D+. Saizo! You're kind of a dick. Put him in A. Orochi! I remember you being enjoyable. I'll put you in C+. I need to replay Fates. Hinoka! I remember you being good. You were good. Azama is a complete dickbag. Put him in A. Setsuna! The whole trap gimmick was weird and kind of annoying. Hayato! I don't remember shit about you. Put you in C. Oboro! Remember when there was, like, a while where Oboro was one of the most popular characters? What the fuck happened to that? Hinata! I don't remember shit about you. Kagero! I actually skipped Takumi! My bad. I like her. B+. Fun character who mixes serious and silly well. With her creepy-ass paintings being a decent gag. Takumi is probably the only character in Fates who is consistently good in the story across all routes. Put him in A. Reina! If you wanted to know how to do parry but not like shit, go to Reina. Keaton! He's kind of annoying in the same exact way that, Hayden is annoying in the same exact way that Keaton is. Ryoma! I remember him being a little better than Xander. Put him in B. He wasn't terrible either. Scarlet! Why the fuck did you die? I mean, C+, I guess, but, like, what the fuck was up with that? Yukimura! Desperately asking not to be a Korin sexual. Put them in B. Shigure, I think your name is? I don't remember anything about you. I don't remember your name either. The Fates kids are where my memory is nothing. Maybe they're amazing, maybe they're not. I could not tell you. I actually do remember Selkie. Like, I just don't like the beast units in this game. That's where I'll put Selkie. Pickle Man, put him in C. That's all I remember about him. Haiku Girl, C. C. You're Tharja without Nor, and I actually do remember that made you pretty good. Kind of a sleeper good character. But that's Fates. Do not like its quirky... I think its cast has good highs. It's mostly better than Awakenings, in my opinion. It's just that the gimmick characters that are really bad are really bad. But I can't say a game that has Arthur and Charlotte in it are really bad in terms of cast. Alright. Almost there. We're done with Fates. On to Three Houses. Surely this will not cause any heated discussion. Byleth. More interesting than their detractors think, but admittedly do suffer from being a blank slate silent protagonist. I'm putting them in B for incredible backstory and ideas that get executed better than people give it credit for. Edelgard. A+, hail to the queen, baby. Hubert. I love myself a little snake. Put him in B+. Actually, put Edelgard in S regular. Dorothea. Lovely songstress, lovely character, put him in B+. Ferdinand. I just made a video about Ferdinand a little while ago. Put that man in A. I really like him. Bernadetta. Bernadetta's a joke and people with mental illness are the punchline. Caspar. He's enjoyably stupid. Probably B. Maybe a C+. Put him in B. Petra. She's enjoyable. I like the fact that she's essentially a hostage in Fodlan. Kind of just doesn't get brought up as often as it should. Sorry, in Adestria. Linhardt. Likeable character, don't gotta say much else. Put him in B+. Dimitri. Blue Lion Supremacy, baby. Slap that motherfucker in S tier. Whoop whoop. Dedue. Like most of the Blue Lions, really fucking good. Put him in A. Big man, big heart. Felix. That's something I'm gonna put in S. He is a complete asshole. Parentheses, affectionate. Mercedes. I made a video on her. She's really good. Put her in A. Ash. He's actually the most kind of just there of any of the Blue Lions. Put him in C+, because he's not horrible. But he is weird. Like, he doesn't connect with anyone else in the Blue Lions. Annette. Most of what I like about you is in relation to Gilbert, but you're still fine. Put you in B. Good, likable, sweet. Sylvain, the worst womanizer character in the series, in my opinion. But I don't hate him enough to put him in F. Put him in F+. Ingrid! Gets a bad rap. I really like her. Put her in A+. Just realized I put her in the same tier as Shannon. That doesn't look good. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Claude! Same exact opinion I have on Crom, Alm, and Corrin in Birthright. Really enjoyable character whenever he's not the main character. I do not think he's a very interesting main character. Hilda! They gave us a spoiled, annoying white woman and didn't ask if we actually wanted to see that. Lorenz! He was on pace to be like bottom F tier, but god damn does he get good character development. Put him in B. Raphael, Heart of Gold, Dumb of Ass. Not quite. No, I'm actually gonna put him up in A with the likes of Gonzalez. Because he's mentally stupid, but he shows very strong emotional maturity, especially with Ignatz. Not speaking of. Lysithea! She's like Delthea. Where did I put Delthea again? Like B? Lysithea's a brat, but like you completely understand why. The only reason she's not an S... Wait, no, one sentence. I have not been sticking to that at all. Completely understandable, really depressing, but good backstory. She gets the Dob Jun. Jun? The Dob Jun? Alright. Done beautifully. Ignatz has a bit more going on than his detractors say. I know a lot of people think Ignatz is boring. He's still not the most revolutionary, but he's just a nice guy. Put him in C. Marianne. Absolutely fantastic. Put her in A. Where did she go? Shit. Where? Oh, God. Now I gotta scour. I was gonna put her in A. And I think I was accidentally on this line right here, so she didn't actually get dropped in A. Where the fuck did she go? Oh, God. Oh, dude, how the fuck did you get down to C+? Alright, A. Leone! By God, that support with Byleth is dragging you through the mud. I think you're alright, but holy hell does that support give you a bad name. There's a lot more to Leone than that support, people. I don't think it's that interesting, but there's more to it, and you might actually like her a lot more than I do if you just give her a chance. Manuela! A depressed alcoholic ex-songstress. Didn't think that'd be one of the best characters, but she really is. I'm gonna put her in B+. Hanuman the Monument. Put that motherfucker in S+. Solid old man. Catherine! A lot of people were thinking she would be like hot sword lady like Carol or Ira, and I know that caused a lot of people to not really like her. I think if you just look at her like you would Marcus or Seth as like a loyal knight character, because that's what she is, you'll like her a lot more. A woman crushed by expectations of what people thought she would be. Shamir! I like her. Put her in B+. And just a cool mercenary. Alois! Dad of the year every year. Put him in A. He is by far the simplest character in Three Houses, and that is why he's one of the best. Gilbert! Put that fucker in S+, where he belongs, and I will not take any criticism. Gilbert is amazing. Fuck you. Cyril! He's good. Good character development. Nice guy. He's good. I got nothing else to add. He's good at what he does. Flane! An enjoyably bubbly young woman who's like, not young. Put her in B. Sedeth, baby. Put him in A+. Yeah, I'll put him in A+. Really fun character, great backstory. He's good. I like Sedeth. Geralt and Rhea aren't playable, so they don't fit the bill at all. Yuritsa! I don't know why the fuck he wasn't in the base game. And his Death Knight thing can be a little weird, but his relationship with Mercedes really carries through for him. Like, that saves him a lot, in my opinion. But is that Three Houses? Yep, that's Three Houses. Anna was DLC. I didn't count her in Fates, I'm not counting her here. Same with the... No DLC to keep it consistent, because I didn't do the Echoes DLC either. Alright. And that's 3 houses. As you can tell, I really like the cast of that game. Most of them are at the top. No, wait, chronologically speaking, we kind of skipped over Tokyo Mirage Sessions. And that's next. Itsuki! He's about as interesting as cardboard, but he's a piece of cardboard that you can make say funny things. Put him in C+. Tsubasa! She can be enjoyably airheaded, and that could lead to some laughs here and there. I'll put her in B. Toma! He's not that interesting. I'll just put him in C. Kira, I think her name was? She was enjoyable. Like, you could tell the exact arc she was going to go on from the start. Actually, I'll put Tsubasa in, B+. You could tell, like, every step of her arc from the start, but it was still likable enough. Eleonora would be a lot less annoying if she stopped throwing the word Hollywood in every other fucking thing she says. What the fuck was the child's name? Oh, I'm blanking. Something with an M, right? Midori? No. And she was nice enough. C+. Not terrible, not really that interesting. Actually, I'm gonna give her a flat C, now that I think about it. Yashiro was the only character in that game that actually made me feel emotion. Like, actual emotion. I'm gonna put him in A. He was really good. I mean, I guess the other 3, like, major jump-in characters... Drunk Wine Ant, who's an idol boss, is fine. Actually, I really liked her. She was enjoyable. I'll put her in B+. She was a lot of fun. Even if I can't remember her name. It was something with an M. Why do I keep thinking it's something with an M? Tiki... Mirage Tiki, it's just Tiki. Barry's a fucking pedophile. Put him in F. Alright, Tokyo Mirage Sessions. That was a game that exists. We're moving on to Engage. Alir, everything about you is stupid. Put you in F. Vander, how did they fuck up the cool old man? Put him in F+. Clan? You're just annoying. Put you in F. Fram, the first support I saw in the entire game was you getting off to Alir's sweat, and that really should have clued me in that the writing in Engage would be what it is. Alfred, you're gross and annoying, but not as annoying as the others. Put him in E. Bosharon is desperately just trying to exist. Put him in C+. Leave that man alone. Eddie, one note, kind of annoying. Put you in D+. Yeah. Celine, I'm sorry, British people. Liking tea isn't a personality. Put you in D+. Yes, I know she has more than tea. That doesn't change the fact that most of her goddamn conversations are tea. Louis, thank God the localization made you less creepy to women. Put you in C+. Chloe, your food gimmick's weird. Your obsession with romance is kind of annoying. Put you in D+. Yunaka, when you're not saying shit like Zappy and Haya Papaya, you're actually really interesting. But by God, do you like being annoying for some reason? I'll put you in B. Jean, he's British, which should put him low on the tier list, but he's just a nice kid trying his best. Put him in B. Anna! The fucking Japanese script makes me wildly uncomfortable with you. And I feel like I should put you in F just for that. Fucking grooming Alir, not Alir grooming you, but if I can spare Louis because the localization saved him, I can spare you. You're Anna. Anna is Anna. Not quite as good as Awakening, but still charming. Alchrist. God, you're fucking annoying. Lapis. Yeah, farmer. Sweet farmer. Same with all the other sweet farmers. Likeable, but nothing crazy. Citrus. I know that's not her name. That's okay. got nothing to really add about her. Diamant desperately wishes he was in a game with better characters for him to talk to. Put him in B+. Amber! Jesus fucking Christ, I hate you. You are annoying as shit. Jade, pick someone who's actually funny to write about, not Amber. But you have some good support, so I'll put you in C+. Ivy, just like Diamant, desperately wishes she was in a game with better characters to bounce off of. Put her in B+. Kagetsu, I didn't use you once, and then I learned you're like the best unit in the game. I'm gonna put you in C. I have no idea who you are. Zelkov's gimmick makes an otherwise likable character rather annoying to listen to for absolutely no fucking reason. C+, though. He is likable. Just that speech gimmick's weird. Fagato! Good lord. Your voice actor is trying so hard to give a very charming performance in English. I don't know about his Japanese voice actor. But you have nothing interesting to say. And it's a damn shame, because whoever your voice actor is hit it out of the park. Benet, I could tell every single stupid joke with you from the first time I saw you. Panero! Party Priest isn't that interesting, but it's not that annoying. The howling thing's annoying. I don't know what the fuck's up with Mr. Yiff over here. I don't think that's low C, high D+. Tamara! Fucking Pokemon gym leader ass design. You're as boring as your brother. And there is something to be said that in the Black Country and Engage, their story relevance is taken away by Hortensia. There's something to be said there, and it's not very comfortable. But it's not a mark against them. Panette! I had to hear I'll turn their intestines into outtestines with my own fucking ears from this Tim Burton reject. Put her in E+. Marin wants to be cool, just really annoying. Put her in D. Hortensia! Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up. Sadal! It's alright. He does his job. I got nothing. Rosado! Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up. Goldmary! Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up. I mean, this has gotta, like, he's gotta be the most random old man to ever old man, and this is in the same series with Renault. But that doesn't make him interesting. I guess the experiment gimmick gets a smile every now and again. Coming after Hahnemann really is a death sentence. Sapphire! The absolute best Engage has to offer, in my opinion. Put her in B+. Who the fuck are you? Oh, you're the DLC characters. I didn't play the DLC, so I can't judge you. Oh, hold on. I can judge Sami. I nicknamed mine Snoop Dogg. Put him in S. Do I really feel like doing tiering, or has this gone on long enough? This has gone on long enough. But I will say, I'm breaking the rules to put Holmes in S+. Because he's the best Fire Emblem Lord to ever not Fire Emblem Lord. So here it is. I aired out all my dirty laundry. Crucify me. Praise me. Spit on me. Cheer for me. Feel completely indifferent to me. Just remember, these are all opinions, and if you like someone that I don't like, you're fine. I'm just rapidly approaching your location, and God will not save you.